Hello, I'm Dr. Heidi Boyd, and I wrote a book called Love Speaks. And I wanted to share with you my story of surrender and understanding true surrender. Pretty much most of my life, I spent dictating to the universe what I wanted. Give me money and I'll be happy. Give me a career that I love and I'll be happy. That's what I thought was missing. And the most important one, give me a boyfriend, husband, and I'll be happy. I was blessed to get all these things in my life, to have all of these experiences. And when I got them, I still wasn't happy. So I came to a point where I had the relationship, I was going to school, I was working jobs that I loved, teaching yoga, teaching meditation. I was helping my boyfriend at the time, and I still wasn't happy. Once again, this deep underlying unhappiness, disconnect, began to become more and more apparent, and I realized that it was ruining my life. And I was in disbelief that I was at this point once again. Now, in my early 20s, I was severely depressed and I was suicidal, and I was hospitalized for suicidal tendencies 3 times. So this particular night, I remember it very well. I was in the bedroom, I was alone, and I was crying. And I just knew so deeply that I didn't have the answer. And luckily, because of my experiences of having gotten everything, I knew that that didn't work. So it was like I came to the end of my rope, and I just knew I don't know how to live this life. I don't know how to make myself happy. And I remember curling up into a ball and crying, and I just, with everything that I was, I asked this love that I knew existed to show me something, because I knew that I didn't know. And in that moment, I knew that I would lose the relationship. So it was almost like the universe was like, really? Okay. If the worst thing that at the time for me, losing my relationship, were to happen, do you still surrender? In other words, do I give up my way? Do I give up, this is what I want, this is what I need? Can I give that up? And I knew deeply that yes. My answer was still yes. I was willing. It was a different surrender. I think that true surrender is literally giving up my will. It's giving up my way. And I learned, and I think in that moment, I stopped being a dictator to my life. And then I went through a process of learning how to do that. It wasn't like an overnight thing. I went through a process of learning how to do that. But instead of dictating my life, I became a follower of my life, a servant of my life. And now life leads and I follow. And the joy that comes out of that, I know the rightful order of things has been restored.